Good morning, everybody. How is everybody doing? 1 second. It wouldn't be me if I didn't start a video and have the thing across the room that I really need. Hope everybody's doing all right. Yeah, these are the things. This is the situation at hand, which is on the front of my newspaper. This was yesterday's paper. My husband brought it home for me. There's a whole spread about it, you know, the story and, you know, just situations, a 2-page story here. Then you have more here as it goes down the line, you know, so it becomes a 4-page story. Yeah, real interesting, you know, congratulations. I just want to absolutely say that. And now it's like everybody's been like on social media going, okay, now that this is over, what the hell do we do now? People have become friends over this, and they're talking, and you know, like, does this end of a friendship just because of the, you know, the social issue at hand that's now over? I think the jury did a very good job. This was not easy. I mean, this is like 7 weeks of this crap, and I mean crap because it was ridiculous. Yesterday morning, Miss Heard's lawyer, the woman lawyer, was on my show here in New York City, the Today Show, and she's been on a few interviews. I thought it was funny because outside the courtroom, after the verdict was read, nobody decided they were going to make a statement at the podium except our team, okay? Mr. Depp's team. They made a statement. They made a short and sweet statement, and they moved it along. That was it. Her side didn't do nothing at that time. But now she's now on a bunch of talk shows, you see, and I guess they'll cry to anyone who will listen. They're getting, you know, like, right now, the situation is that she's blaming social media. She's blaming, like, the jury because they must have listened to social media. This one must have it didn't have to happen that way. Nothing had to happen. You have, again, let's put it this way. You have no proof that anybody did any of that on the outside. Okay, they were told not to, you know. Oh, then sequestered was mentioned. Oh, well, they were never sequestered. They went home, and then there was the 10 days that they were home. They could have didn't. Come on, they took 13 hours to deliberate this. Now, if you think that they did anything with the internet, it makes you think. If they did anything with the outside world and the internet and everything else, this verdict would have happened in 5 minutes. But they took the time. They took 13 hours to do this. Everybody sat around waiting. I mean, what more does the peanut comedy gallery on the other side want? Now, we heard of an appeal. Right. Ms. Heard has 30 days to appeal. And, you know, that's her right to do so. But to sit back now, the show is over. You are now blaming everybody else now. See, you have nobody else. I mean, let's look one more time at the facts, which I can't seem, in my head, I cannot seem to get past, which is one of the more brutal instances that she claimed that happened, which was the attempted, you know, the forcing, the sexual abuse. I cannot get past the fact that somebody does that to you. Just think about this one more time. And I have to recap because I'm like, are these people kidding me? Somebody does that to you forcefully with an object. You claim you're bleeding. You have cuts all over. You have cuts all over the bottoms of your feet from the glass and whatever. I mean, any other woman would have ran to the hospital, called an ambulance, went to the hospital. The hospital, I'm going to recap this again. The hospital would say, listen, this is a criminal situation. You have internal damages. You have, you know, you're bleeding from a private area. We're going to contact the authorities. The authorities would come, take the police report, take pictures. It would have become an actual crime situation. It would have been. Miss Heard chose not to do any of this. I don't understand how you think that you can get away with that and still want to win. I don't understand this. You still in this person's head, they think that they did nothing wrong. Well, you did it to yourself, if anything. I can't get past that one section. And then, call the cops twice. You didn't file a police report. There is nothing, no solid proof besides stupid little text messages that you annoyed the crap out of the guy. Call me, please, come back, please come back, please come back, please come back, please come back. I would change my damn phone number. I would block her ass. The fact that you did, and again, I don't understand how entrapment wouldn't be in here. The word entrapment, has been with me. And I'm just gonna one more time recap this whole, because it's boggles my mind. It's God, and people are still talking about it. It's only happened a few days ago for the verdict, but it's still fresh in people's minds. That the fact that you have nothing, you have a bunch of pictures that you took without the person's knowledge. And again, the man is doing something within his own home, on his own property of his island. The man owns an island. I think that is so cool. Anyway, God bless for doing it. I don't know anybody else that owns an island. I mean, you own a whole island. That's pretty damn cool, man. God bless. The fact that he is doing this on his own island, in his own house, in his own property, in the privacy of his own, again, four walls. You, as his companion, decide you're going to take sneaky photos and entrap the guy. It's an entrapment. I'm sorry. I don't care if you're married to him. You did it without his knowledge. And you took them and you used them against him. Now, what in your mind don't you get about this? I can't, certain things I just can't get past. It's pretty good for conversation, but it's the truth. And again, you have nothing. The crap on the mirror, the writings on the mirror, he may have done, but between the black paint and the red paint just didn't match. And Miss Carmel, God bless her, even, pointed out that the red, the answering, of what was written, there's an answer, what was written. You mean to tell me he wrote that himself to answer himself? I mean, she brought up such an awesome point. It's true. It's two different things to paint. It just didn't work out for her. She probably wrote the answers. But anyway, you said you were beat up and everything. Miss Carmel again brought up a great point, that the shot from the mirror was done in such a way it was off. I'm a photographer. It was done off alignment, so that you're not in the mirror itself. So then we couldn't see that you had any bruises or anything from that day that you claimed that you got beat up. And the fact that day was a day that she didn't take any pictures of herself. I mean, listen, you're gonna get a person, you're gonna get him. But you have no evidence that you ever had anything wrong to begin with. That's my opinion. Okay. Now, they go after the jury. Well, the jury, they had 10 days off. They had this. They got to go home every night. This is what her lawyer said on yesterday's talk show. Oh, well, they had a chance to go home every night. They were never sequestered. Hey. This is not a murder trial. I know it's a high profile. It wasn't anything that you could actually spend taxpayers' money on. You're milking the state for this crap. Numerous amount of money that is being wasted just to hear a narcissistic crybaby say he did all this to me. Okay, where's the proof? That is the proof. You want to sequester 9 people and waste a lot of time from their home life while you guys get to go home. So she gets to go home and goes on the social media. Man, don't tell me she don't do it either. As of now, her Twitter account, you cannot comment. She's not allowing comments. She shut the comments off on her Twitter account, and rightfully so. Listen, you're going to play the victim card now again. So, I mean, it's a strategy here that is just, it is boring. It is boring. Move on with your life. Move on with your life. Get off of social media. Get off of everything. Live a private life. Okay? They claim that the fans had a lot to do with it. They're going to blame everybody else. It's part of the narcissistic for you. It's not me, it's you. So, that is totally ridiculous. The whole thing was ridiculous. Other people are moving on with their lives. The jury was there. The jury did what they had to do. God, I wish I was on this jury. This would have been the ultimate. Not because of a fan thing. It's a more serious situation. See, I don't think of everything like everybody else does. I've served on juries. I was on 2 cases, and then the other one that I wasn't picked for. So there was the third one had involved, there was a police officer that would be, police officers would be testifying. It would have been a high profile case. But at the time that my husband had worked for an airport, he had a Port Authority ID badge. And they considered that part of law enforcement. So they didn't know if we knew any cops or, somebody would be on the stand. I'd say, oh my God, I know that person. I can't be here. So I actually got taken off of that. I wasn't considered for that case. And that's cool. Yes, jury duty. Yeah, I've served a few times. I actually enjoy it. My husband thinks I'm nuts, but I go for, for the experience, it is interesting about the law. Yeah, different states do different things with their law. Mr. Depp lost in the UK for almost the same trial. I don't know how the hell that happened, but again, another country's laws are different than the United States, and depending on the state. She went over there complaining too, but, she won that case. So, the 15 million that Mr. Depp just got, she only got 2 million. I think the jury did a great job. I mean, like I said, if this was a jury that was really involved with fanism and, oh my God, it's Johnny Depp, it's Johnny, listen, okay, 10 minutes and we're out of here. Can't do that. They took a considerable amount of time. They took 13 hours total. I think that was good enough. That was fair enough. And the judgment was actually fair. That's it. It's over, finito. But these are going to let this go. They're not going to let this go. They're going to drag it along. They're going to see what else they can get. Yeah. I went yesterday to the mall. I went to Primark. I didn't buy anything. I did not buy anything, although I wanted to. They had jeans on sale for $7 a pair. Yes, they did have my size. I didn't do it. I just wanted to go walk around a little bit. The back is like, this is an ongoing thing. I don't see any relief in sight. This is going to be great for walking in Florida, let me tell you. And I'm going to have to pace myself. My husband already knows that. 95 more days. 95 more days. Trip is coming. Car situation. Car is coming along. We went to pay a visit. I wanted to go and see our baby. And he is coming along. Partial damage of what it was with the damage is now, that part has been, replaced. Needs to be painted. The hood of the car is no longer crinkled. It's beautiful. Yeah, and my husband still has a doubtful thing in his mind. I said, you can't. I understand where he's coming from, but you can't really be that way. You have to have some sort of hope. You have to keep hope alive. That's what's keeping me going. Once I saw the car, I got excited because work is being done with it. The reason is that I had a letter from my insurance company. And actually, I wanted to go over there in person. And we're only 25 minutes away from him. So, I wanted to eyeball it anyway. And there he was. It was like, oh, My husband goes, look, they got a donut on it. They took the rim. I says, they're going to do that. They have to, it's almost like starting a section from scratch because it was so damaged. Yeah, but it is coming along. Now, yesterday I found it funny that the the person that did this, her insurance company contacted me. Well, we're investigating. I says, listen, I don't mean to be rude. You can investigate all you want. And then I explained to him he says, well, she lost control. I says, listen, I don't know if you've seen pictures. I couldn't get out of the person if they saw the police report. But listen, I said, we live on a narrow street. That is a two-way. I explained all this. School across the street. My car was here. I don't know for such of an impact of the amount of damage, how she lost control on a narrow street when they was just pulling. Then he had the car number wrong. We're supposed to be car number 3 in the accident. She kept saying car number 4. I said, back up. Let's get this right. We were car number 3. Car number 1 did what he did. She got sideswiped from car number 1. She was car number 2. Her car number 2 went into car number 3, proceeded. Ours went backwards into car number 4. I mean, it was like, first of all, I was at the mall when he called. I says, listen, I am not home right now and my husband's working. I says, I'm out enjoying my day. I don't know. So what it is that I got told that her insurance company is going to probably pay 50%. They're all doing like a 50-50 type thing. I says, listen, I don't care how you get it. I don't care who, I just want it taken care of. It's something that should have never happened, would probably never happen again. It was only like a one-time shot deal. I mean, how many times could this happen? But I'm not even going to, address that. But it was a ridiculous, stupid thing. She lost control. I don't know how you can lose control. Two-way, narrow street. But we're going to leave that right there. So I gave them kind of food for thought. The $1,000 deductible is going to half be paid from her insurance, which is $500. Now, the other $500, because it's $1,000 deductible, from the other $500, I understand that their first insurance is going to be taken care of. Because it's his fault that he went into her fault that she went into us. So it's like a dumb. I really don't care at this point. I just, let's just get it going. I want my money back. Okay. So basically he says that you don't have to do anything anymore. He says, just do whatever you're doing with your insurance. We handle that. We will all be connected. I says, good. Okay, that's fine. And I accept that. Just let's get it going, I says, because, how long is this going to take? Okay. It's not fair that I have to wait, but, the service has to be completed. Everything has to be right. Test drive, make sure everything's right. Okay, fine. But that's it on that one. So that was Tuesday. We stopped by and we went to see him. And I felt a sense of, like a relief. My husband, on the other hand, he just, but this is this, but this. I says, but they'll work on it, Joe. They'll work on it. They're going to take care of it. It's going to be fine. He is still that very doubtful in his mind, and I can't control other person's feelings. I can only control my own. And I was very happy when I seen him because something's being done. That's it. That's all I can go on. He looked better than what he did when he went there. Yes, little by little. It reminds me of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. When Dick Van Dyke was working on the car, and then he rolls the car out of the garage, and he built this. That's what I'm gonna feel. That's exactly what I'm gonna feel. Is Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, which happens to be a good favorite childhood movie of mine. Anyway, I'm just standing here. I'm having coffee. I'm about to have breakfast. I was thinking of sitting outside. It rained. It rained during the night. It rained this morning. It rained yesterday, but then became sunny. So we're going to have a good few days, probably in the 70s, which is fine with me. And that was really it. I went to lunch yesterday. I had Popeyes. I had their chicken sandwich, their spicy chicken sandwich. Ooh, it was spicy. It was spicy, but it was good. And I had the meal version, which gave you a drink and a side order. She says, "What would you like for your side order?" I said, "I could pick." I says, "Not just French fries." She said, "No, you could pick macaroni and cheese, mashed potatoes." So I always pick the mashed potatoes. So. And then that's when I went to sit down and enjoy my meal when that phone call from the insurance company happened. So it was like, you know, but yeah, so that was really it on that one. And I guess that's really it. I don't have anything new to report. I will be, it is like I said, 95 days left. I will be pulling the original suitcase out of the closet. And I will have to assess what is in there, see what I could salvage, see what doesn't fit. You know, I'll donate it. And I guess that's really it. I guess that's it. All right, people. I just wanted to stop by and say hi. And I thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for your interactions. What did you feel about the verdict? Is there anything interesting to you? Anything stood out? Me, I think they did a good job. I really do. You know, they took their time to do it. I mean, you know, and even they were complaining about that it was, you know, listen, what do you want? Get over it, you know? Move on. The appeal, I think that's going to be a joke. Because, like, any court of law, any other court, any other judge is going to look at this and go, wait a minute, we did this already. What the hell is this? And then she's complaining that now we also hear that she doesn't have like the 10 million to, you know, because he got 15 million. She only got 2 million. She's got to pay she's got to pay the fees. And then she has to pay the tax on that. So that's basically like double of what she's supposed to give to him. I'll let her get it off her boyfriend, her next boyfriend. You know, I could say a lot worse, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to. All right, people. I'm not going to, you know, do what everybody else is doing. I did do that a few times. I will admit that. But, you know, I'm over it now, you know. All right. Take care. Love to all. God bless you. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. If you go out, please be safe. Please stay safe. Take care.